website called All About the Tea.
He told All About the Tea that during the fight,
Hey, teacups, it's your girl Monica. Welcome back to the All About the Tea channel. Joining me tonight are teacup affiliates, Schoolboy. Hey, Schoolboy.
Hey, everybody.
Hey. We have Plez in the building. Hey, Plez.
Hey.
Hey. And also joining us tonight is DMV teacup affiliate, Marcella. Hey, Marcella. Why can't I see you? Wait a minute. Oh, she must be having technical difficulties. Okay, hopefully she comes back in soon. And the bishop will be with us shortly, right? He'll be with us. Did he post anything in the group chat?
No, he didn't say he was going to be later.
Okay, so then he'll more than likely be with us shortly. We got a packed house already, y'all.
All right, hey, y'all. I was ready for you to get to this right here. That made my
Okay. Now, I don't know if you've been living under a rock and you haven't seen Tasha K's exclusive with a current and third mistress of Derrick Jaxn's. But yeah, she published that last night, and the internet streets has been buzzing ever since. My DMs have been blowing up all day and night.
Mine too.
All day and night. Here's Bishop. Hey, Bishop.
Hey.
Oh, good. Yeah, come on in. Do the
yeah. I like that King Gold. Okay.
Thank you.
Hey. Okay. Here's Marcella. Here she goes. Hey, sis.
How you doing? I had pressed the log off button.
Okay, Marcella, your sound is amazing. It's so good that it's blasting. It sounds like you're at a concert hall. I don't know if you could somehow turn it down or do some adjustments. It's super loud, but at least
we can hear though.
We can hear you.
How is it?
Loud.
Can you hear me?
More, yes, we can hear you. Turn it down a little bit. Just maybe do some fine tuning on the mic itself. There might be some options to turn it down. All right, now, first and foremost, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I need you to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're already subscribed to the channel, go on and bang that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the piping hot tea that we serve on this channel. Teacups. On the agenda tonight, Derrick Jaxn's current mistress, current and third, has aired him out. She claims that she was pregnant with their baby, and he's physically abusive and a sex addict. Let's not waste any time tonight. Let's just dive right in. So just to catch everyone up to speed, Derrick Jaxn is a 31-year-old self-appointed social media relationship expert and author of numerous books about relationships and Black love and how to treat a Black woman. And he's always airing out cheaters. But as it turns out, he himself is a cheater. Oh, child, he's been slanging that thing from sea to sea, according to the mistresses. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. So it all started with a Tasha K exclusive. Shout out to Tasha K. She interviewed or spoke to the first mistress that came forward. Her name's Candace. And she said that he gave her money, he wined and dined her, took her to Miami, had her sleeping and having sex in their marital bed. Goodness gracious. And a second mistress came out and shared photos and text messages. Similar story. Now, last night, Tasha K aired details about his current and third mistress. Like I said, she published a juicy recorded phone call with a woman who was claiming to be his current mistress. The unidentified woman claims to be a surgical doctor. According to the current mistress, who we don't know her name, she's unidentified, she was not aware of his online presence, and that the two met last October when he approached her in the mall. She said that he likes big booties. He can be aggressive at times. He's a sex addict. They once had sex 5 times a day. Okay. And he would come up to the hospital or the surgical center and wait for her outside and send her videos of himself masturbating before they had sex. Now, if that's not a sex addict, I don't know what is. It's really sad. And that's a disease. Being a sex addict is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. That will cost you your life, your marriage, your family, your fortune, everything. You can lose everything just over sex, you know. It's a disease and you need help. You need to be treated for it. So it's not a good thing. I know you freaks out there saying, "Well, what's the problem?" It's a problem. I'm telling you, it's a major problem. Yeah. And then he also got her pregnant while he was married. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she said that, again, she was not aware of the wife until she became pregnant late last year. Let me just stop right there. And Schoolboy, why don't you chime in just on the synopsis of the recorded phone call?
Well, I was gonna put my do-rag on and go to bed, you know, like y'all put y'all bonnet on and go to bed. But then I had picked up the iPad and I was on a FaceTime with Princess. I was like, oh snap. I said, Tasha about to air him out. She said, oh shoot, get off the phone. So we both got on the TV and we watched this interview. And all I can say is, sir, you have dirty, dirty, dirty peen, sir. You need to call Eric Benet and find out where he went in Sedonia to that sex addict treatment center, and you need to get there, sir. What baffled me the most was that TD Jakes had no idea, knowing that he was getting ready to start to do business with this man. He claims their camp didn't know no idea that he was out here in these streets like that. Now, if we knew Kurt Franklin was in these streets from CNN, we know you was in these streets, sir. You've been all of the trending topic on Twitter, #1 all week. They ain't let up off of you. So that kind of bothered me about TDJ. I'm like, really, sir? You sure about that? Who's running your team? But somebody need to be fired. And then, you know, when she said she didn't want children, that was another reason why she did do the A word. And she did get rid of the child because she wasn't in a place. She's young. She says she's 32 and she's not ready for children. But he was abusive. And I called that on the first, I don't know if it was the first or the second live when we talked about it. I said, there's something about when she's sitting with him, he's abusive. He's got to hit her. It's more than just physical. I mean, more than just mental. He's got, because the way he was holding her hand, he just looked real aggressive. And somebody with them beady, sneaky eyes that he got, you know, I'm just sorry. At this point, I don't think anybody should do any business with him going forward. He shouldn't even have a business left over. But I was shocked and appalled. But then again, I wasn't, because there's been women coming out of the woodwork and there's supposed to be another woman.
Oh my God. In the words of Bishop. You did call it. You did say that he seemed to be abusive. I remember you saying that. Plus, what are your thoughts after watching? And I hope everyone in the audience too, in the chat, also watched Tasha K's interview, because it was amazing. It was explosive. It was mind blowing, jaw dropping. What were your thoughts, Plus?
Well, I think, you know, Mr. Jaxn may be losing a little business. His alleged deal with brother TD Jakes may not come to fruition anymore, but he is in luck. I am here. Y'all know I love a good product. Giselle has God's glove for Pastor Holy Whore. I think Jaxn should partner with Durex and get a brand, you know, a line of Jackson's Jimmies, because he clearly needs them. He is cheating all over the place, slanging things left and right, and not even covering it up. He keeps getting these women pregnant. How? Why? Like, it's one thing to cheat on your wife, but to keep getting people pregnant, I don't know if these women are having miscarriages, abortions, whatever, but you can stop this before it happens. So, safe sex friends, you shouldn't cheat on your wife, but if you're going to cheat on her, please wrap it up. Don't bring home babies, STDs, all kind of other things to your non-suspecting wife. We wonder why HIV is rampant in the Black community amongst Black women because men go out and do things like this. And don't wrap it up. Don't worry about what they're bringing home. You came home and kissed your wife and your children with that same mouth that you were just over there with the nice surgeon lady using. 5 times a day, Monica?
5
Baby.
times in one day.
Energizer Bunny. And most people, okay, I shouldn't say most people. Allegedly, when you do your hand work before the actual act, you're doing it so that you can prolong the act when it happens. Get that first one out real quick. But if he's going back 4 and 5 times, I mean,
he's
how
never
much is in there to
satisfied.
get out?
He's never satisfied.
The problem.
Major problem. Major. It's out of control. It's controlling your mind. It's taking over your life. Marcella, what are your thoughts on this new development?
Well, see, I'm gonna tell you, when she said that they were having sex 5 times a day, it could have been a lot of reasons. Because when something is new to you, when the partner is new to you, is exciting. You can do that. I'm gonna tell you, but we're not going to listen to his advice anymore. What we're going to do is have him do some porn so we can watch all of this. And why not? He got to make some money because he's about to lose some. He had $100 million contract with TD Jakes. I don't think TD Jakes will go forward with him. But like this young lady said, the doctor, she said that she wouldn't have never knew about this if he didn't call her and say, this blogger is coming after me and don't listen to her. I got to talk to you. I got to keep talking to you. And the abusive part, I can believe that he's abusive because right now he's watching everything fall apart. He can't control the wife. He can't control the side chicks. Things about to fall apart for the brother man, but hey, he still got hope on making that porn tape because I want to see somebody come 5 times. I want to see that.
Oh, ugh. I don't want to see him come 5 times. I really don't.
Put a bag on his face. Let me see it.
Oh my God. After what he's done to his wife, I don't want to see him do anything. I don't even like porn. That's just me. But especially I just couldn't watch him. He's gross. T Pre, thank you so much for the super chat. The wife is extra quiet today. I've noticed that. I think she got in trouble. I think she got in trouble because of all the backlash she's receiving and everyone calling her a hostage and saying she needs mental health attention. So I don't know. I think she got in something in my spirit is telling me she got in trouble today. So he took away her phone or something. Sharita Sweeney, thank you so much for the super chat. If I had on a wig, it would have flew from the DMV to Cali right now. Yeah. All right. You know what? Oh, FM Dijon, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. Claudini, thank you. Francois, thank you so much for the super chat. Patricia Mendez, thank you for the super chat. Have y'all checked out the church they joined? It's a cult. Check out listen, I saw the video for the church. Another teacupper DM'd me the video as well. I'm not putting it on my platform. I don't want to promote anything cult wise on this platform. I'm a Christian woman, and this is a family channel. Don't laugh, y'all. This is a family channel, okay?
It is, because
we get messy, but
I got a lot of couples that watch together that like us all. So yeah, we do got a lot of family and children that watch the show.
Yeah, this is I'm not gonna promote a
Somebody
cult.
asked me to send it to you to put it on the platform. I didn't even do that.
I saw it yesterday though when I spoke up, because I spoke about it yesterday and I said I didn't know the name of the pastor and someone posted it in the chat. So clearly I did see it yesterday, but no, I would not. entertain that mess over here. And then you never know. Some people's minds might be captivated and they get pulled into it. And I don't want to be blamed for that. I would hate for any of the teacups to get caught up in that web. Bishop, what were your thoughts?
Oh my, that's what I can say. It was very entertaining. It was very informative, and it took us to another level with the situation. So it's just like 5 times, and and I understand people are very adventurous, but you can't contain yourself long enough while she's at work. You have to go in her parking lot at her job and whack off. It's like you is a sicko. It's like, bro, you need help because that is something sick. You have a whole wife at home. You got a family. I'm like, a man that's supposed to be busy. You need to be busy doing something. Because if you have enough time to be whacking off, you really ain't you really ain't doing enough in your day. Like, especially in the parking lot, trying to get it done like 5 times. I'm like, I don't know. Some people are some weirdos nowadays.
Well, that's what, being a sex addict, that Bishop, maybe you can look it up, give the full clinical definition of a sex addict, because these are the things they do.
Mm-hmm.
How do you have all that in you to come 5 times? I mean, that's porn star material right there, don't you think?
Are some steroids?
Wouldn't that leave a woman raw down there like that many times? Look, I don't sleep with men, so I don't know. So I'm just asking a valid question. She said 5 times, so I don't know if that's 5 times back to back, or there's 5 times taking a break in between, or what.
If we can have a 10-pound baby, we can take a 2-pound rock.
I think there's some women that can handle it, yeah, I think so.
Right,
Plas? Some women can handle it.
Yeah, some people can, and especially if you space it out. Yeah. Like you said, it's 5 times throughout the day, and we don't know how long those times went. 5 times at 5 minutes apart.
Right.
Yeah. And it mean he had to come all 5 times.
And if it's really good, you can maybe go, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 5 times a day if it's really good, But again, who knows? He's a married man. He shouldn't be having sex with anyone else 5 times a day, let alone once a day. And bringing home these diseases and not wearing protection. Now, this lady too, I want to address something. Sanboon, thank you so much for the super chat. She needs to play grit ball with his butt. Oh, Lord. Ursula, thank you so much for the super chat. This man is a master manipulator. He is. Absolutely. This doctor, she claims that she wants to be private and, keep her identity secret, but wouldn't her voice give her away? She says she's in the Atlanta area. She has a very distinctive voice. Surgical doctor, Black. That's the front of my house. Remember, she was saying the arches of the pictures. So does she want to stay private, or was she lying about some stuff?
Yeah, the front of the house part was too much, because there are some kooks out here that will go track her house down on Google Maps, Google Earth, or whatever it's called, real quick.
And she also described the hospital she used to work, the low-income hospital area. She described that, and it's not too many of them in Atlanta. Grady is the best, but she's not working there.
Schoolboy, what are your thoughts? Did she give too much away for someone who claims they want to stay private?
Well, my thing was, when I looked at some of the photos that, of course, were put up, Tasha put them up, and then she took them down. There was it was too much detail. Then she told that every time that he was doing a video, that was her house in the background.
Right.
So, automatically, somebody's going to go to the internet and they're going to go, ooh, da-da-da. We used to do that when I worked debt collections, when people would BS us and we knew that they really had money, and we would pull I would Google map their home. Like, I could see exactly what they had, and I saw their credit report. So I knew when somebody was BSing me and when they had the money. So I'm like, why would you if you're going to be private, first of all, I would have wanted my voice distorted. That's number one, because you are a doctor. And number two, he gag ordered you because he knows you have more to lose than any of these other, females that are going to say, anything about him. But then again, did he really gag order her? I don't know. I didn't see no documentation. I'm not a part of her Patreon, so I don't know if that was shown or not. So it's a little, touch and go. And if I was a surgeon and I had that type of degree and I was that intelligent, I wouldn't even have came out and said nothing, personally. Because I wouldn't want no association with that, because I would be scared my colleagues would.
A real professional woman would have said nothing. You would have just kept quiet, because clearly people can identify you from your voice. And it's not like she has a very general, mainstream voice. It's a distinctive voice. And she gave a lot of clues. So Beautifully Animated says, you say 5 per day, but for how many days? The same day. It was five times in one day they had sex, according to this lady. I would have been embarrassed.
Right.
I would have been embarrassed. Listen, very, very embarrassed. Let me continue on. But before I do that, let me just acknowledge some super chats. Ness, thank you so much for the super chat. I love this family, show, and panel. We love you too. Thank you. Cindy, Love 86, thank you so much for the super chat. Wifey, get you a therapist and a blunt, hookah, CBD oil, anxiety meds, move some funds into your own account and get out. I'm pissed for her. Where is her village? She needs help. Yeah, she does. She really does. Patricia Mendez, thank you so much for the super chat. Just referring to it because she looks lost, I should have clarified. My apologies. Oh, no worries, no worries. Crown Bride Bria, thank you so much for the super chat. This is too much. Like, how much can a person take? Also, ma'am, how could you not know who this man was, though? That's a side eye. But like, how did she find Tasha K? She must be looking on the internet, right?
She claims she went into the internet once he said something to her about, there's this blogger attacking me. There's this blogger attacking me. So apparently she supposedly scrolled through the internet and saw who it was and what was going down, and it started explaining her story. But I call BS on that too.
She said she was on her sister phone because he blocked her from everything. But my thing is, I'm going to tell you, being a surgeon, she was describing him coming to her job and her colleagues knew him. I would have never said anything because, they may not listen, but, you got people who clean the hospital be saying, that's the doctor right there. That's the doctor right there. I would have been too embarrassed to tell anybody that had happened to me.
I keep seeing a lot of people saying she's lying. Tell us why you think she's lying, if you think she's lying. Desert Girl, thank you so much for the super sticker. Let's go ahead and do the roll call. Let's check on our folks.
Roll call, it's a roll call. Tune in and let us know what's up with y'all. We want to hear what you got to say. Teacups, turn them up, what you sipping on today. Roll call, it's the roll call.
I'm gonna play it again because I just like that song.
Roll call, it's a roll call. Tune in and let us know what's up with y'all. We want to hear what you got to say. Teacups, turn them up, what you sipping on today. Roll call, it's the roll call.
All right, y'all. We have Fabian in the chat. Pudge Paula, Beautifully Animated. Shout out to Beautifully Animated. Thank you, sis. You're beautiful. Miss Behaven. Hey, I hope you're feeling better. T-Bell, Angel Eyes, Sonia, Warthen. Carolina B from England. Hey, Carolina, you always rocking with us up late. What time is it over there in jolly old England? I think it's like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. Chrissy, Scarlet Jazz, Mary Blue, Phoenix, Chahill, Cher, Unique Goddess, Bree Wright, JK Beauty Company, T Ness, hey T Ness, SJ, Just J, Cindy, Love 86, Narika, hey Narika, Know your own worth. This sister is just so beautiful inside and out. She DMs me all the time with just lovely, supportive messages. I just love her spirit. Hey, sis, Coco Cane Kells. I like that name. Is that, or is it cocaine? Just with the, oh, okay, Cocaine Kells.
Cocaine, yeah.
Ooh, okay, child. All right now. Jessica Ariel, Shade Queen. What up, Shade Queen? J County Shoddy. Hey, J County. Jade 1930 Funny Girl. Hey, Fit Body Hacks, Extravagant Teas, Ninja Colgi, Maya's Miss, The Interracial Perspective, Philly, Kate, Cameron Knight, A New Day. Okay, I like the way you spelled that. Toya, Angela, Meryl, Natavia. Hey, Natavia. How are you, sis? Jonelle. Hi. Naturally, Maya. Everyone that's here with us tonight. Beautiful Kimmy. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you spending the evening with us tonight because you could be anywhere and you're spending it with us. So thank you. Carolina B says, thank you for the super chat. Her story seems fabricated in part. She said she never had social media, but she also said he blocked her on socials. Good catch. Also, as a surgical doctor with terrible grammar, did she not learn about safe sex? You'd be surprised. A lot of these doctors are the most reckless people out there. I mean, you see Married to Medicine, how they talk, right? I love Dr. Simone. When she hit that liquor, she'll cuss you out in a minute. She don't play around. Chef Honda Heels and Meals. That's a new subscriber. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. So let me continue on. So again, the woman alleges the surgical nurse that she found out she was pregnant around last November, December, and she let him know that she was not trying to have any children. She did say it just like that. I ain't trying to have no children. However, they allegedly didn't share the same views, and he allegedly tried to prolong the termination process. She alleges that Derrick Jaxn told her that he was separated from his wife and he tried to get a divorce, but it was too hard to serve papers because his wife was in a different state. This alleged mistress even claimed that she seen him at as recent as last week, March 18th. Let me go ahead and play snippets of the interview from the Shade Room. Shout out to the Shade Room. I'm going to share my screen and share this with you guys. Okay, you can't hear it, right? I'm going to go ahead and change some settings really fast so we can all hear it. All right, make the screen a little bit bigger. I made it smaller. Is that better? Is that bigger?
Yeah, it's bigger.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and play it.
I found that I was pregnant. I told him, off top, I don't want any children right now. I'm 32 and I don't want kids right now. And he went through like this emotional kind of thing as if he gave us, but I'm pretty sure now that I'm looking, it was just an act, and he was just like, I don't want you to, terminate the pregnancy. I finally found out about her around the time that I came up pregnant. Now, my understanding was, yes, they were married, but they had been separated for at least a year and a half, going on 2 years. It was hard for him to get in contact with her, so he just served her papers to suggest he was in a different sex. The end of November, early December, I found out I was pregnant. I told him, off top, I don't want any children right now. I'm 32 and I don't want kids right now. And he went through like this emotional kind of thing as if he gave me. You said Derrick was on the 18th.
The 18th of March.
Last week, yeah.
Does he talk about God with you and him being a delivered and he submitted to God and being saved while he's with you?
He talks about self-control. He talks about he doesn't go into like God verses when I hear him saying, are we supposed to be in line with God and the whatever for God and God? Because he doesn't talk like that. Like, that's not him. That is something that he just picked up. Because usually, he's talking about investing, talking about money, talking about book signings and things. He has never came to me religious. This is a new Derrick.
You said
Derrick was on the 18th.
The 18th of March.
Last week, yeah.
Does he talk about God with you and him being a...
They call me like, I've never been to his house. I've never been to a pen house or anything. He has always came to my house. If you look in all of his videos that he has uploaded, my front balcony is in the back of his video.
Does it have the white arches?
It's the white arches. Yes.
Shut the up. Those are recent.
That's my home. Yes, that's my home. Say probably like, I've never been to his house. I've never been to a pen house or anything. He has always came to my house. If you look in all of his videos that he has...
Can y'all see that? Those are the text messages. Bishop, can you see it?
Yeah, I can. Let me.
Okay. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger for you. Is that bigger?
Yeah, that's bigger.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. He said, "Did you block me?" And she put question mark, question mark, question mark. Babe, I understand things are crazy right now. I get it. If you allow me to explain the situation to you, I will. Please give me the chance to explain this mess. I declined an interview with a blogger a few months back and made a video criticizing her work. She is on a smear campaign to assassinate my character. I've nothing to hide from you. I've been honest with you from day one. Can I come by to talk to you? And she said, Derrick, you lied about everything. When you called last night, you said if any blogger contact me, say I don't know you and block them. I asked what will this about? You said about you said go back to the top. Over it interview, nothing more. Will two women claim they had an affair with you? I didn't know nothing about this until you called me. You doing videos with you while the chick you said you didn't want to marry and let me see, haven't, screen's killing me, seen her. No, the greens is bright. Her in months to get the f out of here with that. But man, every video you in
where are you? Let me see.
At the bottom of that green is in front of my house. You can see my house in the background. Don't contact me
ever.
Yeah. Please allow me to explain, Nick. No, thank you. Unblock my number. I'm on the way to your office now. If this is what you want, let's do it. I'm not leaving until you talk to me. That's
all right. Well, isn't that sure she exposed her name in the text messages, right?
Right.
I don't know how anonymous this lady wants to be. Schoolboy, or what are your Schoolboy will be with us shortly. Plus, what are your thoughts on him? This lady saying she wants to stay anonymous. Derrick reaching back out to her, the blocking, and all this other stuff that they got going on.
A dog is gonna do what a dog does. I mean, that's literally the long and short of it. We all kind of said from jump when we first started covering this earlier in the week that he was not done. It's not out of his system. This is all a marketing ploy, a scheme of the devil, as his wife says. The enemy has taken over, but the enemy is her husband. The enemy is Derrick Jaxn himself. And, you know, when you get away with something for so long and you think, that's what narcissists do. They have this inflated sense of self where all he needs, baby, just let me talk to you 1 second. So he knows that's his gift of gab. If she allows him in to explain, he gonna be right back over that house in them drawers again. And that's it. That's all he was looking to do. You can't talk on the phone. Gotta talk in person. Let me tell you what's really happening. Although what's really happening is never what's really happening. He's never going to be completely honest at all. And that's why I'm super concerned for Danae, because she's been under this spell for 12 years. And unfortunately, it seems like she's just spiraling more, and he's not getting better. He can stand up in a church. He can stand in the pulpit and wave his hands in the air all he wants to. We done told y'all before, the devil knows the scriptures too.
Absolutely.
The
Very
devil
well.
is in
Better
church.
than anybody.
Exactly. So him being in church and saying God this and that, we're going to heal together. It is just a new spin because his old stuff wasn't working anymore. He had to have a new tactic to bring in the money. Because he can't go, he don't want to go get a regular job now. He has the luxury of just sitting in the car, uploading the video every day and getting hundreds of thousands of dollars. And he can still go drive that car over to other women's house and have sex 5 times a day.
Right. But you know what? He hid his wife for so long. Why did he even get married then? Why don't he just, I guess he's like a Martell. You want your cake, you need it too. You want the wife, the white picket fence, the wife, the kids, and the women across town. Life is more fun chasing a skirt. The adrenaline rush, the hiding, the sex in the car. Oh, it's so tawdry and disgusting. Schoolboy, what are your thoughts?
I think it's just saving face for image at this point. And unfortunately, the image is already tainted. It's gone, buddy. A lot of teacups have told me that he's lost like 20,000 subscribers or something like that. He's steady losing subscribers daily. But a lot of people that have been commenting on anything that I've posted has said, they ain't believe him from jump. But those are smart women that are not falling into the animation of everybody is running into this self-help meditate. Everybody is running to do this motivational speaking, as some people like to say, scam, or speaking to a certain subset of people so that they can make money. He did great, sir. It's over with. You need to go and pack up your play set and figure out what you're gonna do. And you're gonna have to find somebody to live off of, bro, because you ain't gonna be able to market nothing no more. It's not gonna work. He's steady losing he's followers as well. So it's going, the check's gonna go down. My question is, I hope that he saves some money, and if she does get the strength to leave, I hope that she does get something and he don't be so nasty and not give her nothing at all, or try to fight her tooth and nail so she can't get anything, because he does still have 2 kids with her. So, at the end of the day, the kids to me are the most important thing of the whole situation, because this is straight up embarrassing. I can't take no more. We've talked about him every single day this week, literally. And every day it's some new development of some other woman that's coming out the woodwork. So either you wasn't cash apping them enough. You need to talk to Kenya more and figure out how you supposed to work this work for paying people, because this is terrible. I mean, and the one girl was like, "Oh, I only got $1,000." I'm like, that's all you got, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Step your pee up out here.
I know. Yeah. Delicio. So. Some people have reading disabilities. Don't be rude. No, Bishop doesn't have a reading disability. It's just a screen. It was like a funny color behind the screen, and the resolution wasn't good. But some people do have reading disabilities, but not Bishop. Y'all can say that about me, because I always stumble up on words. But if I told one day, I'll tell you the reason why. Maybe soon. I always tell y'all my business anyway. Anyway, Marcella, what are your thoughts?
I'm going to tell you something. As being an older woman, women, please stop messing with people's husbands. When he said me and my wife having problems, the fact is he's still married. So she fell for the okadoke, because if you can't call that man after a certain hour, he's not sleeping with you every night, and you haven't been to his house, he's married. Listen, this wife is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, so she not going to get no alimony. Believe me, he's setting it up to take the children, because you shouldn't go crazy if somebody cheats on you. You should not go crazy because of that. But if y'all watch that show of her, that church they were in, that scared me. When I saw that in that church and these women, oh my goodness, it scared me. I could not even watch the whole thing. But you saw his wife up there holding the mic. Like, she acknowledged everything that was going on.
We're not going to even get into that, Marcella, because that stuff is pretty bad on this channel.
I just feel like his wife's been quiet today because she is humiliated. Y'all don't know what kind of turmoil is going on in that house right now. And guess what? Knowing Derrick, the narcissist he has probably been hiding money, and he probably thought that this surgeon was going to be his next leap of faith. I left her because of you, so I'm going to be with you, and I'm going to let her go, but I have to just figure it out. He has been lying. He's getting caught up. And guess what? Some people will stay with him. Some people actually believe in what he say. I read a post where a lady says that, I know what he's doing is wrong, but he has helped me through my divorce. Even though everything is a lie, he just told you what you wanted to hear. And that's how he has gotten all these women. He told them what he wanted to hear. And this lady, this surgeon, she got half a brain, because when it all boils down, when he told you, I ain't seen my wife in a year and a half, and then she said she didn't know he had children. And then when she said she was pregnant, he asked her to wait a week before she had the abortion. She waited a whole week. If you don't want no children, it's your body. You should have went on and had the abortion, but she was waiting to hear what he had to say. And after I found out everything about him, I wouldn't talk to him anymore. If he would have came to my job, he would have been leaving there with some bracelets, the police, because I am a medical doctor. And this guy used to be one of my patients. I would have made anything. He's a stalker. I would have never spoken to this man again, because their whole relationship was a lie. Ladies, close your legs to married men.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'm 100% buying this thing. Something seems, I don't know. Bishop, what are your thoughts?
Interesting. Well, I would say the text messages did prove what she was saying. Now, is she, a surgeon or whatever she's trying to make it out to be? That's up for debate. Cause I just ain't really buying it too much.
Bishop, you saying she a CNA? That's what you're saying, Bishop. Don't say it with your chest, Bishop.
That's what I'm
just
kind of leaning towards.
Just spit it out. Get it out.
And so
get it out.
So, but it really, some of the stuff she was saying just didn't make sense. I didn't know how does he block you from seeing other people's channels and pages? I had to go on my sister's phone. Okay, that sounds like a lie right there. Because if you just Google him, whether he block you on his channel, you still can see his channel. You just can't type in the comment section or the chat room. So I'm like, ma'am, you're lying because it's not making any sense. Now, if you'd have said Instagram or Twitter, yeah, you can't see their stuff, but it just didn't make any sense. So I'm like, I don't know. And that wife, I don't know if she's in cahoots because she go to the church with them as well, and they like a scamming cult where you can cipher money from other people. Now we may never know. She may be playing this get out role because she probably ciphering money. We don't know. She probably scamming Derrick. Derrick don't even know he getting scammed by the scammer, but we don't know. But every time I look at her, I keep thinking the song "Energy" by Carrie Hilson. You're taking all of my energy. So I it just a weird combination. It seemed like a movie from a plot line from a movie. I don't know. I'm like, Tyler Perry, are you behind this? Are you trying to run a reality movie on us right now?
Where's the bad wigs? Where's the bad wigs?
Well, you seen the bad bonnet.
Oh, okay. So that was the Scully bonnet. That was the bad wig. Okay.
I'm going through some things right now, and it's the helmet of salvation.
Yeah, that's the bonnet, the helmet of salvation. Gucci, oh Gucci, calm your hormones. What in the world? Oh my goodness. Whew, child.
Ooh, put some holy water in the chat.
Calm your hormones. Ooh, child.
Ooh, do we need a moderator on that? Ooh, Jesus.
Oh, calm you. I don't think she's in cahoots with him. I really do think the wife has a separate mental health issue. She's going through some sort of psychotic episode separate from that surgical nurse, medical assistant, doctor, whatever the hell she is. I mean, what doctor performs surgery? And while she's performing surgery, he's sending her masturbation videos. Like, I don't know. It's just some things are just not adding up.
She can't. She lying. I work for surgeons. They don't do that. She lying. So that one.
How do you have time to come out during surgery in the parking lot, bang him 5 times in one day, and then get back to work? Something just seems off. I don't know.
Because after the surgery, they checking the patients. Then you're going to check your other patients. Then you're going back into surgery. How do you have time to go out to a car with your sanitized clothes on, and you coming back in and seeing patients? Listen. This lady sounds like she's
and it's just COVID. It's COVID too. So
and they
you
have to
that
scrub
back
up double too. They have to scrub up double. The ORs you have to be completely, really, really, really sterilized. She lying. She full of BS. I bill for surgeons. They have a whole sheet of the day of who they have surgeries on. This lady is full of shit. Sorry, I'd say that. She full of shit.
The wife gives me, let me just say this real quick. And I wanted to say it yesterday, but I held myself back. The wife gives me Nipsey Hussle's mother vibes, energy. Bishop, do you get where I'm going with that? Was that energy?
Kind of. It was almost like Wendy Williams on her show. When she kept saying,
No.
Like stoic and just straight faced it. And
well, she said she joined a new church too. Nipsey's mother. Remember that? And I don't know. Remember that? Remember at the funeral and stuff? She was talking about that. The new church that she was in and talking all of that language they talk. I think Plez knows where I'm going with this.
Yeah, in the trance.
It's just a hard, that's a hard subject.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of wondered, about his mother at the funeral. It was a lot.
Yeah. But I'm getting the same energy, same kind of energy, whatever thing they, I don't know. Oh, goodness gracious. It's just
well, the one thing I wanted to say, because I've seen a few comments pop up here. Y'all, we joke here. We joke. No one is downing a CNA or LPN or whatever. It was a joke. We love all healthcare workers and respect the work that they do.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. See? Robert, I think that she is lying, and her type of professional work, she will not be doing anything like that unless she's just super ratchet. Something seems off to me. Yeah. At the funeral, she was chanting. Yeah, comment in the chat if y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay, I see where you're going now.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is it him or is it that church? Because you remember when you said the worker that worked for them, she said she was okay last year. This going on now, this is not her. Remember when the worker who wrote you back?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He been cheating for years. This is the church thing that she joined last year. I'm starting to believe.
Yeah, definitely. Something happened, some event in her life happened, and it seems like she's under the influence of somebody or something, some force, some spirit, something's going on. And yeah, Marcella, my love, thank you so much for the super chat. How are you on the panel and giving super chats? How do you do that?
Because I think it's very important to let people know that we're just guessing about what this lady does. But when Bishop said CNA, we still love you. I mean, we're just saying that maybe she's exaggerating about her title, but we do care about healthcare workers. I know everybody on this panel, and we do appreciate your service, especially during COVID. So, you know, I break the rules a little bit. I go and send a Cash App so I can highlight my message. But guess what? I'm doing it for the good, and I love y'all. I really love y'all.
Yeah, we love, shout out to all the CNNs, for all the hard work you do. You're on the front lines too. And you're working in those nursing homes too. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I know
And I also wanted to say this too, Monica. We got 4,700 people watching. We got 811 likes. Y'all show me some love because I'm about to turn y'all out in a minute. I need y'all to press those likes so I can give y'all a surprise.
Oh Lord, and rest in peace, Nipsey. You know, no disrespect to him or his family or anything like that. I don't want y'all California people jumping in my DMs, hopping on me. You're just gonna get deleted and blocked anyway, so don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Ben Yeager, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm a CNA and I have no time for hookups. Love you guys. Yeah, right. How is she having sex 5 times a day while she's at work? And something seems off. Sholin Elliott.
That's not true, Monica. That
I know.
Work
and she said even in a car. She said in his truck they had sex.
They don't do
right,
that.
And it's
the
COVID.
only way their schedule changes is if we have a surgery that cancels or a colonoscopy that cancels. And so they don't, you know, and it might be last minute or whatever like that. But we tell patients to tell us 24 hours ahead. There's no way she's doing that. I mean, come on. Now, unless she's a resident and she's just on rotation. Now, that's different. The residents
are you allowed to do that when you're a resident though? Aren't you like supposed to be?
Yeah, because you want a 12 hour.
Yeah, you can't be just hopping out for 20-minute breaks just because. That just seems odd. Sharice Gibson's in her feelings, y'all. You guys are full of ish, questioning her profession. What does that have to do with Derrick cheating on his wife and being a master manipulator? A lot. Okay, it has a lot because this lady has inserted herself and she's saying that she is the third mistress and this is part of the narrative. So if you're going to come out and say you are a mistress and you are this and you're that, you've now become part of the story and fodder for our commentary.
And Ms. Gibson, would you want your doctor going out having sex in a truck while she's supposed to be treating you? Why would she come out and say this? Do you believe that she's a real surgeon? Your doctor is leaving the hospital to go have sex. It has a lot. She knew that he was married.
I don't know who hurt you, but I'm praying for your healing.
Kearney, shout out to the Bronx, my Bronx girl, Kearney. Blessed and blocked, absolutely blessed and blocked. I'm gonna add my girl Princess to the chat. Hey, Princess.
Hey, Princess.
Hey, everybody.
Wow. Hey, Ma.
Out there in them bricks again.
Is it Brick City out there? Is it cold?
He needs to hit the bricks. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I want to hit him with the brick. This is becoming just stupid. I was just in awe last night. You know, you guys bring a couple of things to the table that make me think. He's trash. I still worried about that little girl over there losing her mind. But if you didn't notice, when he did the third person story time, he's also selling his books for 50% off. So
Oh, okay. That's not a good sign.
I watched it again this morning. He said,
Or is it a good sign? Don't people do
all those that
sales when
listen-
when they're trending? They do a sale. So yeah, that might be
Yeah. Because
books
the volume makes up
goes
for the
up.
cost.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So he's trying to sell out. Okay. Right.
50% off the books. I'm not all the way for cancel culture because I definitely believe in growth of people and changing people. And I think as people grow older, you should allow them to change. But this clown, baby, put him under the garbage can in the back of the alley in the grinder part and just throw him all the way away because he's been going on far too long being deceptive to people and just being deceptive to his wife and to his whole home. I started kind of stalking the pictures a little bit when I had time today about the woman saying that he was in front of her house all the time. And that last video where he did it in third person just happened to be in front of that same house that she said is hers. So apparently she done got some Jenkins this week. I don't care what she say or what she ain't talking to. She done got some Jenkins from him this week. Yes, some things don't quite add up, but I believe that they're still sleeping together. I believe he's a big liar, but they're in every story with him right now. There's definitely something not clean in the milk. It's just time will tell what will happen with this. I just wish that people would stop encouraging this young lady to save her marriage because it's not one. Okay. Stop encouraging him to be a better man because he's not one. And also, I think I forgot another statement, but me and Bishop have on Bishop's channel, I have decided that I myself will indulge in being a motivational speaker to my young men out there because if he can do it, then I can make $1 million too. So y'all can buy whatever books and paraphernalia that I decide to come out with. If you just need to follow some stupidity, I will help you out because
don't tarnish your brand. Your brand won't be stupidity.
But they'll love it because they want just something to follow. There's just unorthodox.
See, I was gonna buy the book. Now I'm not gonna buy it. Princess, you gotta do better than that. You had me right there. I was like, oh, Princess always got something intelligent to say. Yeah, I'll buy your book. Now I ain't buying it. Come on, girl.
And somebody always going, Monica. But it's somebody else gonna come out too. He got some other holes in the trap.
Oh yeah.
I think there's some male hoes gonna come out.
Well, that's what they're saying. But I thought she said that he called her because she wouldn't come outside the hospital saying he was jacking off. I didn't hear the part where she said that she was coming out there backing it up on him outside the
in the car. They were doing it in his vehicle.
I wonder where they listening to Cardi B's up. Then it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up. Because I mean, it gotta be up.
He's going downtown. How about that?
Oh, SWV. They gonna win the
Because I heard he can't keep it up. He got to find him some blue pills or something. I don't know. We'll see.
No natural up it.
Thank you, Princess. Thank you, my love.
Good night to you all.
Appreciate you. Good night, and girl, go on and become a motivational speaker about relationships. Okay, I think
anybody can do it.
Anybody. I mean, listen, if Derrick can do it, anybody can do it. Okay.
Exactly, Princess. You and the young man can have a whole empire.
If I was you, reach out to Kevin Samuels. Reach out to Kevin Samuels if you're looking for a mentor, because he's like
so he can tell me I'm a 2.
No, he can tell you how to do what he does. I mean, because he's got women.
If you want a high value woman, let me show you how to get one. You first must make my dinner before I come home from work.
You must have my blunts rolled in the ashtray, just sitting there and waiting for me.
There you go.
Now,
She got that. That one. She got that voice. Go ahead, Monica. To keep talking.
Oh Lord, let me shut up.
I love y'all.
Love you too, my love.
All right,
Bye. Good night.
all
I
right.
love her. All right, let me see who I'm gonna add. Who am I gonna add next?
Now, Monica,
gotta
you know I
pull-
don't I don't smoke, but I was like, man, I think I might want a blunt.
I know, but isn't that
I
a good
know I
woman?
did.
Ain't that a good woman though? Have his Hennessy poured, you have the blunts rolled, you have the dinner ready. I mean, that's a good woman. Have the bath water drawn,
Ooh,
you know.
ladies in the chat, take notes. I might want that.
They still cheat when you do all that. They still cheat when you
They
do all
do.
that. Don't do it.
They do.
That is
They
not
do.
necessarily
Don't
true.
do it.
But
That's
guess
not
what? They
necessarily
might cheat anyway. If a man's gonna cheat, he's gonna cheat. It's in his nature. So whether or not you're doing all that or you're not, he's gonna cheat. But
I
at least you'll be
heard
the main
cheating.
thing. You'll be the main chick, right? I don't know. Now,
I mean, I'm trying to get the coming
Yep,
to
the
America.
main clown.
right?
Well, let me say this. If you do that and you know when to give it and to take it away, then he won't cheat. But y'all women don't have no backbone. And what you do is you think if I do a little bit more, then he's going to stay. No, you just made yourself a doormat. Thank you and God bless.
If a man's gonna cheat, he's gonna cheat. It's in his nature. There's nothing you can do, say, or perform on him that's gonna make him stay. Or make him stop cheating. If cheating is in his nature, whether it's the woman or the man, they're gonna cheat. They're not just gonna stop.
I get that. But what I'm saying is, if he does, then you need to take it away and be gone.
Oh yeah.
But if you turn into a doormat, you'll never get your hook in it.
Know your worth, know your value. Love yourself more than you love him or anyone else. I mean, love God first and then love yourself second. Let me add Creole Dreams to the chat. Hey, boo. Hey,
how y'all doing?
Good. How you doing?
Hey, schoolboy. Oh, I watch y'all every day, but let me get to the point. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you, yes, I've been through a whole lot of shit. Can I cuss?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am, not really.
Well, I'm not gonna cuss. Can I say initials? Because I feel like Marcella right now. I've been on my Hennessy. But I'm gonna tell you like this here. That MFA right there, I've been through a whole lot. I've been through to where I've been accused of having, man, I've been through a lot. I've been accused of cheating myself, and I haven't. And this guy, he's cheated on me like all the time. Like that narcissistic person that you're talking about, he'll throw it all on me. I had to go to court and all kind of stuff because he chose, or he talked about, y'all please excuse me right now, but I'm gonna tell my story.
You can tell it, my love. You have 3 minutes.
Huh?
You got 3 minutes to tell the story.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you my story. My story.
Tell us the condensed version. Yes.
The condensed version. Okay, well, I got accused of him being shot like 7 times, and he ended up killing someone.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm still going through that, being accused of that.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you went through that.
No, but I bring
you went through that.
But I bring it back to this narcissistic person. This person that sits there and he tells you you're no good. Oh, nobody's gonna ever love you. Nobody's gonna ever treat you the way I treat you. Nobody's gonna ever just want to be with you. And then if you don't want to have sex with that person,
but look at you right now. You're free. You are free. With him doing what he did, you're there and you got a chance to start over and build with somebody and build yourself up.
This happened like 2007. I'm still not free from it.
Well, are you going through therapy? Are you still messing with the same type of man that you had before?
Yes.
But that's what so you're the problem. You have to start loving yourself more than you loving a man. I mean, I want to help you, but see, you gotta stop.
I'm not with the person no more that did this to me. I found somebody else that's better.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Okay.
That's good. So you're doing the work. Are you in therapy? Did you get any therapy after that last relationship? You probably should. You probably
Well,
should.
we love you.
You probably should seek some therapy just to heal, and maybe work on things within yourself that will help you not attract that same type of man. But I am glad you moved on and you have someone now that's much better. Praise God. You're a beautiful woman.
You are.
But I did. Okay, what I wanted to talk about was that guy. I did see that guy one time.
Okay.
And I thought, he was like lifting women. And he was like, well, the black guy is this, the black guy is that. I was like, wow, really? I know.
You
might have a part. I mean,
you are loved. I'm glad you got this off your chest and you shared it with us because we are a family. Just know that you're loved, and take the advice. Therapy is a wonderful thing, and it can't do anything but help you move on.
And you got 4,300 people that love you up here, girl. Drink some water, baby. Drink some water.
Yeah, and don't put so much stock into, unfortunately the internet is what it is. And there will always be wolves in sheep's clothing. So just pray for more discernment in your spirit so that you can see those things ahead of time and don't really rely on what some random person says on the internet. That means me and us included. Take what you can take, what resonates and sits in your spirit, and let the rest go. And don't get so, involved and invested into people, because people lie all the time. Everybody isn't genuine out here. So he is a disappointment to a lot of people, but we see it. God blessed us to see the light, and hopefully people will recognize it moving forward.
All right, we love you. Thank you.
Your beautiful Creole dreams. You have a great evening, okay? Bye-bye. Thank you for calling in. Bye, my love. Bye. She's so pretty.
Yes.
Let me see here who we're going to add to the chat. Who we going to add to the chat? Kat, you ready to come on? Yeah? Give me the thumbs up. Okay. With your pretty self. How you doing?
Hey, guys.
Can I just address this really fast? Because I'm very tickled by it. So Monica is the Black Ricky Lake.
Yes, she is Black. She is Ricky Lake.
I love that.
She is Black Ricky Lake. Jenny Jones. Who else was back in the day? Sally Jesse Raphael. She could be all that.
All right, Kat, what do you got for us tonight, my love? You got 3 minutes. By the way, I'm not just saying that. I learned that from Larry. Larry, what's his name? Larry Reed.
Larry Reed.
I like him. He tells people they got 1 minute.
Yeah.
He's like, you got 1 minute.
I'm like, dang.
He be giving
I
good
just want to say
tea.
thank you. I just want to say thank you guys for this panel. Right now I'm taking public speaking class, so you guys are helping me not be so nervous doing my speeches, which is working.
Awesome.
So I was just saying, I wanted to tell a story real quick. About 10 years ago, when I was in Atlanta, me and my homegirl, we were both from small towns in the South. And so when we moved to Atlanta, the first thing we wanted to do was find a church for ourselves, So then my homegirl, she found a church. And at first, we went to the church. It was in a hotel conference center. And so I wasn't judgy. I was just like, okay, whatever. I had a few people in there, but I wanted to find a church home. So then I noticed it was only 25 people in there. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to judge that. It is what it is. God's everywhere, right? So then later on, we went back to their house for after Sunday dinner or whatever. All those people that was in that conference center lived at that same house. It was a cult. I literally had to tell my homegirl, girl, everybody that we saw at church is here. And everybody that's here lives here.
What?
And it was scary because you see that stuff on Lifetime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you see it on ID and stuff. And you never think it's real. But it was just like, bruh, the wife, the pastor, everybody lived in a mansion in like a big house in Atlanta. And from what I learned was a lot of the women that was there were single mothers and they had young children. So what they did was they would go through the shelters, the women's shelters, and they would pick them up and say, hey, we're gonna take care of you, God this, God that, and just come live with us. When they came to live with those people, they were still their Social Security checks from them, their child support checks from them.
Oh my God.
Like a lot of people had a hard time getting out of there. Even my friend, it took me like about 2 months to get her out of that situation because she just couldn't believe anybody would do that until I think she spent a night over there and she saw the man, the pastor was really controlling and he wanted the men to sleep in one bedroom and then he wanted the women to sleep in another bedroom.
Lord, this sounds like Tyler Perry's Ruthless.
It was just weird. It was just so weird. So when I heard about this story with what's going on with these people and this church, whatever, I was just like, oh God, it's giving me no. Like, oh God.
Thank God you didn't get caught up in that mess. Oh,
no, ma'am.
Thank God.
I would never.
Good. Thank God you got a strong sense of discernment and some willpower.
Yeah, it literally was like something about it in my spirit was like, girl, this don't sound right. I mean, I know y'all gonna come visit, but all y'all stay in the same house too?
She said, no, ma'am, Pam. No, ma'am, Pam.
Well, I can say this: they were never late for church.
Hopefully not. Oh my God! Thank you so much for calling in, Kat. We appreciate you. Bye, my love.
That reminds me of that old episode of In the Heat of the Night back in the day when they had that coat they had ran up on. I was like, ooh.
In the Heat of the Night. Now that's some old TV.
Yeah, that's some old.
Ain't I now? Oh.
Yeah, we some old folks.
I think everybody on that show dead, child. That's some old TV.
I love that movie and the show.
That's when you grew up with your grandmama. You had to watch In the Heat of the Night.
You're right.
And Young and the Restless during the daytime.
And Golden Girls. Golden Girls.
Golden Girls, yeah. Child.
I'm Blanche.
I hated Matlock.
Matlock and Perry.
Mary Mason.
Marcella, did you say Blanche? Did you say Maud?
I am Blanche on the Golden Girls.
No.
Oh, okay. Because Maud was a show.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you, Nick, for the reminder. There is 4,000 people plus in this live right now. Go on and hit that like button. Thanks for the reminder. There was this ID channel episode. I don't know what show. Maybe it was Cults. And these were some Black Israelites. Did you see that one? Where the guy pretended to be the girl's boyfriend. He made her move from one state to another state, but then he was really running a cult. And she was kind of slow because she didn't realize at first when she walked up to the house, she goes, "Why are all these shoes outside?" Because he had like 3 or 4 wives and he was having babies with them. And he didn't like one of the wives came in with the son, and he didn't like the son because the son was feminine. So they murdered the son. Yeah. And then they ended up murdering that girl. Yeah, they were Black Israelites. That was some crazy mess.
It was nuts.
That was crazy.
Our women today, a lot of them have low self-esteem, and that they get sucked up in that looking for love, and then they put them out on the street to raise money. I mean, that happens right here in Virginia, in Portsmouth, Virginia.
Wow. You mean pimps? Sad. Let me see who I'm gonna add to the chat tonight. Let me see. The greatest entertainer. Hey, love. How are you?
Hey, friend.
I'm doing good. Hey.
How you doing? Can I ask you a question?
This situation.
How come sometimes? Can I ask you a question? How come sometimes we can see you clearly? Like right now, you look. It's like blurry, really, really blurry. Is that the internet?
It must be my internet.
Yeah. You got to try to plug into the router. I learned that trick from one of the teacups. It really does work better when you plug into the router. Because right now it's like
Okay,
blurry, but it's okay. Go ahead. It's okay. All right, go ahead.
I used him. I haven't watched him in a very, very long time, but this situation is very disturbing because I watched the videos that you tweet about him, and it feels just like a get out situation because the child is sitting there and I didn't even know the man was married until this video of him and his wife came up. I didn't even know the man was married because he always keep talking about, how you want a guy to do this, you want a guy to do that. If he ain't doing this, don't go with him. And now it just seems like he was speaking from his own playbook. He was trying to say, well, ladies, if a man do da 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 da, you can trust him or you can't trust him. This guy seems like a very good manipulator. Already writing books. I didn't even know he wrote a book until you guys brought it up. I didn't even know that he was writing no book. So now it really is making you wonder, was this a scheme to get the book sales going up and going? Because now everybody's talking about him. The news people talking about him overseas is talking about him. They always say bad press is good press, but not all good. This is just not no good press. And I just feel for his wife because when I was watching those videos of what she was making, they were really concerning, and just how her mannerism was. It's just like what you said. It's just like Rufus. Even though I don't watch it, I can just tell by their demeanor. You can tell people you tell who's in a cult just by how their demeanor. And when you said that her pastor was an Italian man, honey, those Italians are scammers in my book. That's just how I look at it. They just are the biggest scammers. They know how to grift money. They know how to hide it. They know how to do all types of things. But I just think it's very disturbing that a grown man will literally film himself with other women and then have it on his phone for his wife to find. Honey, if I even catch this, I had one now. If I even catch him having any video on his phone, I'ma throw it and I'ma burn it. Because that's just mad disrespectful to even have those types of videos on his phone. But I'm like, how can he go 5 times a day? I would be like, one time is good, it's great time. Okay. Third time, maybe. After third time, you ain't getting no more. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm not silly putty. This ain't the jello. I ain't made out of that. We ain't doing all that. But for her to be in that type of...
I'm sorry, sweetie. Thank you for calling in, my love. We got 3 minutes because we have a lot of people on the backstage. We're trying to keep all these calls down to 3 minutes, my love.
Okay.
Thank you.
Jello pudding pop.
Thank you. Thank
Those
you for
was
calling
good
in.
back in the day. Shoot.
We love you. Bye. Thank you, my love. Bye. Okay.
Yeah.
We got to keep the calls to 3 minutes to give everybody an opportunity to call in. I am going to add Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Let me just, Lisa, before you start, Ples, do you want to address Mr. Dennis in the chat? Because it seemed like there might have been some misinterpretation of what we said tonight.
Sentence doesn't mean he has a sex addiction. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I don't know who said that. I didn't.
Portia. Who said that?
No, I'm saying I don't. No, yes, sending sex videos to your partner does not mean you have a sex addiction. I don't think anybody said that that's what that meant.
Yeah. No, we didn't say that, Dennis. We didn't say that. That was part of the report that he did send a sex tape, but we didn't blame the sex tape, him sending the sex tape, on a sex addiction. He clearly has a sex. He has a wife, 3 mistresses at the same time. He's having sex 5 to 6 times a day.
Even
Violence
jacking off in the car. Come on, Dennis.
before
Come
sex,
on.
after sex. I mean, the violence, everything, all roads lead to a sex addiction. It's not just him sending a video of him
No
masturbating.
isolated thing leads to an addiction. It is the culmination of
Of
all
these
of the
things.
things that we have
Yeah.
learned over this week that
And good
points to the fact that he may have a sex addiction.
and good sir, comprehension is key. So comprehend the whole thing, not
Yeah.
some of what we're saying.
Not bits and
Everything.
pieces. Maybe watch the whole video from the beginning, because we said a whole lot, and maybe you came in at just that certain point in time. Hey, Lisa, how are you?
Hey,
Lisa.
Can you hear us, Lisa?
Hey.
Are you
Everybody's
stuck?
internet is tripping. She's stuck.
Yeah, she's stuck. Sandy, if you want to get on, honey, turn your camera on. Carolina B, how are you? Are you ready to go? Yep, you got your camera on.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
my
that's my
love.
friend.
Hi.
Hi.
You
I
know
know
what,
you're
like,
tired. It's late there.
I'm up all night anyway. I've got to write an article to be published, so I'm up. So
Okay.
anyway, I was surprised again, like with other people. I was surprised he even had a wife, and I followed him for years on Facebook. Every now and again, his videos would pop up and things like that. And I didn't even know he had a wife until this all blew up. I was like, wait, where has she been all this time? So, it's like I'm not surprised that he made so much money and he was so good at these speeches that he was giving and this advice he was giving, because all he was doing, he was telling everyone the opposite of what he was doing. He knew he was an F-boy. He knew that he was spreading community D around. And then he'd come out into his car and sit there and go, right, okay, what's the opposite of what I just did? Let me make some money off this. Let me get a few more followers and sleep with my followers. That's basically what he did. So you can't knock that really in terms of, if women are willing to do that, then, it is what it is. But the treatment of his wife and his narcissistic behavior and his control of her, that is really sad. And it's sad to see people, not on this platform, but on other platforms, slate how she looks, how she was acting, because it's very clear that she's being controlled by him and has been abused by him. And she is, we're watching her have a mental breakdown. We're watching her have that breakdown. And when you're having a breakdown, you're not going to take care of yourself. You're not going to bathe. You're not going to comb your hair. And that's all down to him. So people need to be a bit more kinder to the wife and have sympathy for her. And she needs saving. She needs to realize and get out. It's probably isolated her, or she may come from a family where the family have this mindset of, it doesn't matter what the man does, you need to stay. Because some people have that mindset. And watching them, this whole theory about them being in a cult, it's like watching the Housewives of Salt Lake City with Mary and her whole family dynamic and things like that. It's like very similar with what's going on here. That whole cult vibe and that misconception of religion. It's not religion in its true form. It's like a misinterpreted, doctored version to control the people. It's very synonymous with cults and stuff. But anyway, let's move on to this side chick woman, right? I just don't understand when we started having sympathy for all these women that are sleeping with married men, because I don't have no sympathy for her. Because at the end of the day, when you meet a man, there are red flags. So if I meet a man tomorrow, because I'm single, so if I go out and meet a man tomorrow and then I never go to his house, he never stays over for like days at a time, things like that, is just turning up at my workplace for a random sex or whatever, that's red flags. Women need to stop ignoring red flags, finding out that the men are married and then crying after it and going on social media and putting on tears and sharing their fabricated stories to get sympathy, because actually the only victim in this whole scenario is the wife. And the way she's making out like this happened from last October, Within 3 weeks, she's jumped on his penis with no protection. That's not even enough time to check out whether the D's got any diseases or anything. So they're worrying about pregnancy, but what about HIV and all of those things? Like, check out the man. And we are in an age of social media. So for her to say she has no social media, in the video, 1 minute she said he blocked her on YouTube, but then she said he blocked her on everything. So she had to go on her sister's social media. So I don't understand, because you meet someone and, you know, we're not stalkers, we don't stalk people, but when you meet someone, you want to check them out. So you might have a little bit nosy on their profile or Google them or whatever, just to check them out. I do that. It doesn't mean I'm a stalker. I just want to know what I'm dealing with and whether they're genuine, because you can't trust people nowadays. So for her to say she didn't do that, she didn't know he was married, but yet she saw him last week. Like, it doesn't make sense. She ignored all the red flags, and that doesn't make sense. People in the comments were saying, why is her career or profession important? It shouldn't be important. It shouldn't be. But it is important because she's the one that decided to throw that out there for the whole purpose of, she wanted to portray herself to not be no ratchet hoodlum who's sleeping around, and, you know, the perception of what you get of normal side chicks, of what we perceive. She wanted to put herself in a position to be above that and to be this career woman. And people questioning whether she's a doctor, Tasha K asked her specifically, are you a medical doctor? And she said yes. So she's a doctor. Now, I don't know how it works in America, but here in the UK, the doctors that work in surgery consult with their clients. They are on call. Also, we're in the middle of a pandemic. So throughout a whole pandemic, when people aren't even allowed to visit people in hospitals, you're not allowed to go into hospital. You're telling me a man's popping up 5 times a day and you're running out of the ward to go and take some penis and then run back onto surgery and go and see people. It doesn't make sense. So yes, she was a side chick, but her story is fabricated, in my opinion, because there's too many things that do not make sense. And that's why her career is important, because she portrayed herself as above all the other women that are doing the same thing. So I have no sympathy for her. He needs to just get some help, and the wife needs saving. So the only victim in that is the wife and the children.
All right, Carolina, thank you so much for calling in. A lot of people are saying there's holes in the story, so you're not alone. Some things make sense, some things don't. We have some questions, but that's just natural, okay? That's normal. Exactly. Get some rest, finish your paper, and thank you so much for calling in, my love. We appreciate you. Bye.
Bye.
What does Angela mean here when she says that we're conflating the issues? Schoolboy, do you know what she means?
She's trying to say we're convoluting what the lady said. No, we're not. We're just questioning what she said, and we have a right to question what she said, and we have a right to our own opinion. If you don't like it, you can exit. But we're not telling you anything, or we're not switching up anything that she said. We're breaking down each thing that she said, and we're giving our opinion on what she said, and that some of things don't add up. We're allowed to make that opinion. You don't have to like it at all.
No,
you know,
they don't have to even agree.
I mean, it's an opinion, guys. I don't understand why everybody's so sensitive tonight.
And conflating just means putting 2 or 3 things together, combining them into one. So it is a natural train of thought and progression to say he's doing A, B, C, 3. It looks like
D.
But players, when we listen to it, didn't it sound like that? That's the way she presented it. So if it's something different, then she should have presented it a different way. We're just going off what she said.
Now, what is Kyra talking about here? Pretty sure psychologists prove sex addiction isn't real. Girl, don't be telling. That's not true.
Sex addiction is real. Ask me. It's real.
No, but no.
Did she read a book recently?
All joking aside, sex addiction is real and it's dangerous. Yeah. Masturbating in a car equals sex addict, not necessarily, but it is creepy and kind of nasty. Like, control your hormones. What's going on with you? And you're masturbating right before sex. Like, you can't even wait the extra 10 minutes, 30 minutes for her to come out the building, allegedly. Oh my God, she looks like Shaq's ex-wife.
Can we say this? He slept with her friends and roommate. What the world? Like, folks,
he had multiple
yes,
sex videos on his phone of him
he
sleeping
had.
with.
Thank you, Monica.
I mean, yeah. Tuskegee Forever, are you ready to come on? You got the TV off and your phone is on. Just give me a thumbs up because they're saying I need to screen the callers.
Tuskegee, know him.
Come on, Tuskegee. All right. Oh, and you got your teacup ready? Come on, tell us about some of these Derrick Jaxn escapades at homecoming. We know how it goes down at homecoming. I went to an HBCU
Monica,
too.
You know you got
I went to an
stories, too.
HBCU too. I know homecoming is where you rekindle all of the old flames. Come
Monica,
on, Tuskegee.
Monica, can we give him 2 extra minutes?
Oh Lord, is this one of your friends? Oh
No, he's not. I'm just saying,
he got that
I know
mug
Bishop
ready.
got a whole bunch of freaky friends over there on his channel.
He got that mug ready and he got the right username. He is here for the petty, and I'm here for it. Come on,
All right
Tuskegee.
now.
No,
Give me a
Come on, come
testimony.
through. Don't let us down now.
no. This is what I wanted to say. First and foremost, this is my first time ever doing this, and I am thoroughly enjoying the conversation tonight.
Thank you.
Thoroughly enjoying each and every one of you, your personalities, and what you bring to this discussion.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's kind of uplifting at the same time because I'm just going to tell a little secret. I am COVID positive right now as of yesterday.
Ooh.
So,
Oh gosh.
yeah, I'm under quarantine right now in my home, in my bedroom, locked away from my family. So that's kind of why I'm on here, because I'm bored, but I'm glad I found y'all. He is a fellow Tuskegee brother. By happenstance, I didn't get to meet him. I came in after he graduated from TU, but a lot of my frat bros and stuff, they all know this character, and he's always been a smooth talking type of guy, and he's always been very intelligent and knowing, who he was and that nature. But I'm really talking because I'm floored at how we uphold people just on these platforms that are just giving their own thoughts. You know what I mean? Like, he's a human being. I'm not saying that this guy is right in what he did, because it wasn't right. But at the same time, like, those that are coming on here so devastated and broken and they just can't think, I'm like, shame on you, because you're actually turning this guy into an idol. It's so dangerous. You know what I mean? And to think that what we're going through right now, what our Black women are going through right now, and to have this be something that's so sensationalized, it just hurts, man. It really does hurt. Like, that's just how I feel about the situation. I really don't have an opinion on him per se, because that's just life. I tend not to judge people. I try so hard not to, because I know I've done so much in my life, and I'm thankful to God for his blessing and his glory over my life. But then at the same time, I'm just like, man, we gotta hold ourselves accountable. And that's all I want to say to that brother. Like, man, I don't have nothing to say to you, bro, but from another Tuskegee brother to another, man, just hold yourself accountable, man, and do something different. And his wife, that's another scary situation right there, man. To me, she looks like an empty vessel that is just
Broken.
Yeah, she's in something a little bit too deep, and he's so intellectual and so smart and so charismatic, and I think that she just got swept away. And in this church, we're all looking for something. We're looking for something to believe in and something to make us greater than what we see ourselves as. So I just wanted to put that out there. I don't want to take up your time anymore, you guys. I love what I hear. I'm grateful that I picked up my phone and got on this one.
We are too. I like you.
Yes,
and
come back.
And it's a blessing that we can help you get through COVID, like past the times. I know it's a isolation process too.
It is. Well, I got it actually from my father's funeral was Friday.
Oh no, condolences.
So it's just been a whammy, man. And then my aunt died last week. So it's
all from COVID too? They died from
No.
COVID? Oh.
None of it was COVID related. So,
okay.
But yeah, I'm staying strong though. Tuskegee tried and true. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it is what it is.
We're
But
gonna be here with you for your 14 days. You come back and
Mama,
see us
listen,
every
yo,
day except Saturday.
I love your energy. You are
she is, isn't it? It's
you are my
infectious.
spirit animal.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm like,
yes.
damn, yo, I'm feeling
I
like
know, I
crazy.
know.
But again, peace and blessings to each and every one
Same
of
to
you.
you.
I
Same to you.
give you the utmost respect, and I'm just grateful to be here, you guys. You guys have a blessed night, all right?
You
All
too.
right,
And
you
you know
too.
what? Check out the chat when you get off because you have so much love in there.
Yeah.
And so many people wishing you get well soon and hearts and hugs and prayer hands.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the page so
I
you can
will.
come back and
Yeah.
talk, because I want to hear you talk. You might be my spirit animal. You just too skinny.
Oh Lord. Okay. Okay, Marcella.
Jesus.
Please mute her mic. Mute her mic. She acting up, y'all. You have a good night.
All right.
You have a wonderful evening and get well soon.
Take care,
Bye.
guys.
Oh, he was wonderful.
Yeah, he was.
I
Yes.
loved him. He
Oh my God.
He was.
He got to come back.
Yes, please come back, Tuskegee forever.
I thought he had some dirt.
I know.
Yeah, when he tipped that
I'm
cup up,
happy
I
that
thought it
he
was gonna
took
be
the
like,
high road.
Because you know he has some stories to tell. He was asking for all of the grace and mercy. Thank you.
The high road. Forget the high road. Shoot.
Let's bring Whitney DTV on. Hold on a
Whitney,
minute.
I like Whitney.
Hey, Whitney.
Hey.
Hey, sis.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello,
how
can you
are
guys hear me
you?
okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. You sound wonderful.
Okay, great. Great. Okay, so I'm gonna try to be quick because I know Bishop got that clock over there on his chest. So I'm gonna try to just look now. Okay, I'm long-winded. Okay, you gotta give me some time.
Oh
Put another
Lord, here we
minute on
go.
there.
Ooh, child.
No, but I'm gonna be real quick. To be honest with you, with this whole Derrick situation, at first I'm not gonna lie. I was like, you guys ought to be ashamed of yourself. She's a woman of God. Like they can build. And then this other mess came out. I was like, oh Jesus, okay, let's regroup. But I'm just saying, seriously, from a personal note, this situation kind of happened with me. I mean, let me just share. That's why I was like, I need a little more time. I'll be real quick. My ex-husband, me and him was married for 2 years. I was young. This was his third marriage. Okay. So he had 2 ex-wives. He had 4 children. I was in my 20s. I just, being a product of abuse, you tend to feel like you're tainted. And so anybody that wants you, you kind of just gravitate to that. Regardless if they mean you any good or bad, you just are kind of happy that somebody wants you. So getting into that, I knew it wasn't right, but I just was in the word of God. And I was like, this is marriage. I'm going to do this. You know, it is what it is. The last year of our marriage, he left me. That whole year I was praying, trusting in God that we're going to reconcile. And through that process, he showed me the women that he was with on Facebook. I actually stood before him and this girl. And I was just like, please come home. I was begging him. And he was looking at me like, she got my face. She was looking at him like, why are you talking to me? Okay. And the mistress and him. Okay. And so that devastated me. Then the kicker is a month later, after still in God, he shows up at church and he serves me. Okay. And so I was just like, wow, okay. Yeah. But see, the thing is, and my whole point is this, because I'm remarried now. But let me tell you how God is, okay? We tend to hold on to the very thing that God is trying to release. You can't put something in your hands if you're holding on to something, right? So the thing is that my sincere, just remorse goes to his wife, because I can tell she believes in her word, okay? Occulted or whatever it is, okay? She believes in it, okay? I believe in it. So I got to a point that I came to myself and I knew my word, okay? And that's why looking at her, I kind of can see, yeah, she's gone. Like, that girl's gone, but she's been gone. I really believe she's a product of abuse herself, okay? And that's why Derrick coming into her life, he fine. And, and he telling all this stuff. And my ex-husband was a chameleon himself. See, when I met him, he wasn't talking about God, but he was talking about God when he got with me. I modeled. He started modeling. And then whenever he left me, I noticed the mistress girl that he was with was doing something else. He was doing that. You got to be aware of these shape shifters. And that's exactly what Derrick is. And unfortunately, she's tied in. But I can only just pray that two things. I know y'all probably going to be like, what? And I'll get off of here. One, that she comes to herself and she gets out of this. Or two, he really does change. Don't shoot me, okay? I really just, I'm saying that God strikes his behind and he really does change. But I don't know. That's all I got, though, you guys.
He's a chameleon.
You know what? Your story sounded so good and compelling, but the internet was breaking up, so we missed bits and pieces of it. I want you to call back in so you could tell us the story again, maybe tomorrow.
I know how he works.
I know.
The airway.
Listen, he's busy.
So.
He's busy because I could tell that it was getting juicy too. But it sounds like it was a redemption story that you found.
Mm-hmm.
You dropped that frog and you got a prince. So God bless you. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, you gotta let stuff go. I don't think she's there yet, though.
No, oh no, she's in deep. Whatever
she's in.
Dark hole she's in it deep. But thank you so much for calling in, Whitney. Call in again because I need to hear that story again. Okay. All right.
Okay, I'll give me a mic together.
Oh, sounds good. Bye. She's so sweet. I'm gonna add Misty on. Hey, Misty.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm just chilling back here. So is my time starting or something? Am I like on the clock?
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
So I've been sitting here thinking, what am I gonna say? What can I address? Because there's so many things. When they say beware, trigger. This really triggers me. You know what I'm saying? All the things, but I see myself actually, honestly, in so many different aspects of the wife of even Derrick, and then I want to exercise compassion, but then the other time I'm like, but I'm mad because I heard all the stuff you said, and so there's just that personal battle. I think that's and as a person, I'm a Buddhist person, and so it's just like I'm trying to exercise compassion toward people, and it's like Brother Derrick or D or whatever his name is, he's making it hard. He's really making it hard to really exercise that compassion, and I really do feel, I don't know who said it, I apologize before, but I really do feel the wife is the victim in all of this. But I really believe, though, from what I recall, they did ask, they did not know. What he told them was that he was separated. And so I feel like we cannot completely fault them, the women that is, but I think that, and I think we're slow to see red flags. And I'm just going to be honest. I probably am. I probably was too. I've been married for 11 years, but my younger years, I'm going to be honest. I saw red all around me, and I was with it. You know what I'm saying? I was going to be with it. And so I think that's a hard place to be for people. And I really have compassion for people that are looking for relationships, you guys. I mean, I don't know, but it's hard out there, y'all, for people. It's hard. And I can see falling for it and just wanting to believe it and wanting to, you know what I'm saying? I just really think it's hard on people. And so I just don't want to blame the women all the way, but don't be mad at me. But and I really believe it is a sex addiction, and I'm not a psychologist or anything like that. I'm not saying that from a psychological point of view, but that is exceedingly excessive. I mean, I just cannot. I mean, that's 5 times, and like somebody was saying before, you can't wait for the person for 5 minutes, and you're already amped up or whatever. I'm not trying to go into details here. Yeah, but I guess that's my whole thought on it.
Absolutely. Good thoughts. No, we're not trying to come down on the mistress. I mean, according to her, she didn't know he was married. I thought it was kind of odd that he approached her in the mall. Like, that sounds very teenage-like.
Right?
You don't think?
But it was a good line. Hey, Miss, remind me of the song. Hey, Miss, how you doing? Where you going? Can we
right?
And I'll take you out tonight.
I would have went for it. I would have went for it.
Uh-huh. Excuse me, miss. Yeah.
To the movies, to the park. I have you home. Boy, it's dark.
Thank you so much for calling in. And you made some valid points. Thank you. You have a beautiful evening. I want to acknowledge some super chats. It says that God can do all things. However, we have free will. So let's be clear. Change only comes when one is the willingness to do things differently, when one has willingness. Yeah, we have free will. A word. Okay. Jazzy Cuteness, thank you so much for the super chat. I love you, Monica, Plaz, Auntie Marcella, Bishop, and Schoolboy. I love the tea. We love you too. Thank you. That was so sweet. Anissa Medlock, thank you so much for the super chat. I love you all. Keep on giving to us raw and forget the haters. Yeah, you know, the haters. Listen, they watch us harder than our supporters, but it's all good. It's all good. SBW, thank you so much for the super chat. I've been an RN and an administrator over 20 years. Some docs are that ratchet, just better at hiding it, especially male doctors. Well, we watch Married to Medicine. We see Dr. Heavenly, perfect example of a ratchet doctor. Okay, perfect example. Shakate Love, thank you so much for the super chat. It's a must. I catch this nightly. Keep sharing that hot tea with us. Here for it. Thank you. We appreciate you. Let me see here. Sonia King, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. Thank you. $3 wig from Walgreens. Lord have mercy. They sell $3 wigs. That's this person's name. $3 wig from Walgreens.
They sell wiglets.
When I was in California, they had a bunch of hair pieces in there in that Walgreens. But where I'm at out here, they don't. No, they don't. Okay, you can tell she has lost who she is. I believe she watched those videos so many times because she was trying to embody the women he was with. She went from smoking weed and partying to Bible thumping cult member. Yeah.
She can embody some makeup and a wig or something.
But she's going through something. She don't even wear a bra. I wonder if she takes showers. I mean, because when you're in that deep depression, you're not showering, you're not brushing your teeth, you're not combing your hair, you barely want to get out of bed. And so I mean, you're getting on camera in front of all these people and you don't have on a bra. I can't even walk around my house without a bra. I'm embarrassed. Like, no, I'm not gonna have them things shaking all over the place. Are you kidding me?
Monica said them things.
No, that's disrespectful to the people in my home. I mean, come on.
Well, I have raisins. So nothing shaking. I have raisins. I don't have on the bra right now, but I have raisins. They just stand there. They don't move.
I was gonna say you definitely, like Schoolboy say, you're definitely classy based. You're the new age black mama, because my black mama.
That thing was swinging all over the place.
Well, she was a little demure with it. She used to wear them half slips, baby, but she'll pull that half slip up, cross top, and make that into a nightgown, honey.
Oh, that's old school.
That's old school.
My mama gonna kill me, but I never knew, stockings, pantyhose, like that. The panty part in the pantyhose, you can wear that as panties. Because one day we was getting ready for church and I'm like, where are your panties? She was like, I don't want panty lines on. The pantyhose have the panty cotton in them. I was like, oh.
But that's what they wear in jail. The females, they wear those little type of panty things that they like. For real, that's what they have in jail. And guess what? They put everybody's in the laundry and you may not get the same pair back.
Oh, yeah, that's why. Can't you just wash them yourself in the sink in your own?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
You can, but they have laundry, and then sometimes they don't have any panties on while they're in the facility.
Oh, well, and then they have their mention. That's why jail ain't for me. I'm sorry. We have over 4K in the chat. Go ahead,
Hit that like, y'all.
So that's why jail's not for me, because with the menstrual cycles and all of that, it's just not cleanly. It's just, ugh.
Marcella visits jails with clients. I never been in there, okay? But I wanted to tell that last lady that was up here, listen, I have did the same thing too. So you can pray to Buddha, ask for forgiveness. I have been with a guy that told me he was separated. And guess what? I just wanted him. So I just went on and did it, even though I knew he wasn't leaving his wife, because when I called him when he left, he couldn't talk to me for the rest of the night. He called me the next day and said, oh, baby, I was asleep. No, you wasn't asleep. You was with your wife.
Gucci, he's looking for attention, but you're getting it. You know, I understand. Block the phone numbers, dum-dum. Let's base things off of what she said, not what we made up. We are grown. If she wanted to bang on the first 5 minutes, she had a right to, period. Curb the judgments. No, we can judge, just like you're judging. You're calling us dum-dums. We can judge. That's what life's all about.
It sounds like he wants some.
He wants
attention. It sounds like Gucci wants
okay,
some.
though. You want attention. That's the way to get it. I'm telling you, making comments like that.
Yeah, and I don't think he understands that. I for one didn't detect judgment. It's more so, as we always tell people, a cautionary tale. Now you over here on Tasha K exposing people because you felt like you got hurt. Well, you wouldn't have gotten hurt if you had heard the man when he said he was separated. Anytime someone is separated, they can always reconcile. So if you took that he was separated, don't get mad when he reconciles with his wife. That's fair game. People do it all the time. So if you want somebody free and clear, make him show you that paperwork. And if not,
but
when him and his wife get back together because it's cheaper to keep her, or whatever reason he decides to stay with her, chalk that on up, sis. Take that loss and keep it moving. Don't get on the internet.
The second woman was in his house. The second woman slept in the mirror.
But separated is married. So when you tell me you're separated, I don't want to be with you because you're married. Period. You know, I don't care if you're going through a divorce. And he said he couldn't find her. She was in another state. She just didn't want to believe the red flags. Okay, you've never been to his home. How are you dating someone? This is your man and you've never been to his home.
And even then, when he introduced himself as D, I would say, what you do for a living? And then found out you're an internet sensation. That's the first thing I would have looked up is what you do. Mm-hmm. So I'm not buying it, because you have to tell me what profession you do. And that's his main bread and butter.
Exactly. Be really. Thank you so much for the super chat. Go ahead, please.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, from my perspective, if you choose, I don't judge until you step out of your lane. If you choose a lane, he didn't lie. He said he was separated. And from what we know, he was separated. Well, maybe not last week, but whatever. When they first started talking, he may have been separated. So if you accept that, then you can't be mad when it falls apart. That's all I'm saying. There's no judgment for me. My only judgment comes in when you take a lick and then you want to go spread all of the business. Like, that's not cool to me. Personally, I wouldn't do it. I would just be like, girl, you should have left him where he was, chalk that up to a lesson learned, and keep it moving. But I wouldn't be here on the internet exposing people. But, you know, I understand. Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. She want to get her a little shine. So, okay.
That's a new age of thinking, players. You know, everything got to be told to the internet. That's you know, you just, it has to be told, and then you don't want any judgment, but you told your own business. You sprayed your own tea. So I can't relate to that, because if you don't want somebody to talk about it, you don't want somebody to judge it, don't put it out there.
Facts.
I don't. Yeah, go ahead, Bishop.
No, go ahead.
I don't believe this woman did not want to be discovered, because even if she's a resident, she's not, you know, a full-fledged doctor yet. We can hear her voice. You can recognize her from her voice. You're out here doing all this clown shit with a married man, and then you're running to a blogger. I mean, this is very unprofessional behavior. And you're saying while you were on the clock, you were, you know, stealing these people's time, because that's theft. That's theft of time. And going out in the parking lot and having romantical interludes in the car. You were getting banged like Kenya Moore in the back of the truck. Listen, okay, so some things are just not adding up for me. They're not. By Crazy Matt. Crazy Matt was banging her on the back of the truck. Ain't that something?
But Monica, this lady went to Tasha K, and I got to compliment Tasha K. Tasha K asked every question, raunchy as she can get it, and tell you, I'm not going to reveal you. I'm going to put you on my Patreon page. And then Tasha going to tell everything. You just going to pay Tasha to see everything the woman sent. No, she went to the woman that will drag her and don't care, and she would be on to the next.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not really familiar with what cluster B personality disorders are and the Cancer in Society. Yeah, I gotta look that up. Maybe we can introduce that in the chat on the next live about Derrick, because it just seems to be more and more every day we wake up. Dope and unapologetic. Thank you so much for the super chat. He probably have a huge insurance policy on his wife. He has an agenda. Wait for it. Yikes.
This is like the gift that keeps on giving.
Yikes.
Because he's going to blame her for messing up this business.
David Charles, thank you so much for the super chat. She said she is a resident. Oftentimes they bring sleeping materials just to sleep on the floor while in residency. I have 11 MDs in my family. Yeah, she did say she was a resident, but she also was stealing time if she's sneaking out into the parking lot having sex with him. I'm sorry, that's a theft of time. And then she didn't clock out. We need to maybe investigate that.
Monica's so petty.
Don't be stealing these people's time.
You can get fired for that. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Platinum Diva Jules, thank you so much for the super chat. Derrick has no foresight. He's frazzled with all of those boxes of books stacked up in the house that ain't gonna sell. He's pathetic. He's in panic mode. I think they are gonna sell, actually, even more now.
People gonna buy that shit
more than before. I think he's gonna sell out.
Well,
all right.
I gotta say, he better invest that money. Invest, my brother. Don't spend nothing extra. Go ahead and invest that so that money can make money, because it's gonna be over at this point.
Monica, I did send you that definition of what cluster B personality.
Oh, did you? Why don't you go ahead and read it then? Go ahead and read it.
It's so I looked that up. So cluster B personality disorders are characterized by dramatic, overly emotional or unpredictable thinking or behavior. They include antisocial personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, histrionic personality disorder, and narcissistic personality disorder.
And it sounded about right to me. That fits the mold all across the board. Bishop, you want to comment on that?
It sounds about right. I mean, the woman did say he went through an erratic state when he found out she was pregnant, and she didn't want to be a parent, and he was all emotional, Yeah.
But then she backpedaled and said that she didn't think he really gave a damn either way. So which one was it, man?
It probably was both.
Or didn't, or he could have cared, and then he couldn't have cared. Then I don't know. She said because he had gotten aggressive with her before, so. Sound like dude just got issues, period.
So Debonair, hey my love, how are you?
Hey. What's up?
Hey, let me acknowledge the super chat really fast. Sherry Williams Felder, thank you so much for the super chat. I didn't hear about dates, sleepovers, meeting, family, vacations, just sex. These girls know their jump offs, for real. Yeah, they just want to get their backs blown out and call it a relationship. Absolutely. Bishop. So, Debonair, what are your thoughts on this scandal?
I just feel sad for all those women because it's so weird to me. And, we talked about this last night on Bishop's page, and I'm just like, there's so much going on here that, I'm just waiting on all the shoes to drop on this because I think there's just so much more. And that lady who did that interview, because I was watching Tasha K this morning, and I'm like, who like doesn't do their research on who they're dating, right?
Mhm.
And for me, like I want to know who I'm dating. And even like the one girl was saying like she had went to a different house and then she went by the real house and they were getting separate houses. Like, why are we believing all this? Because it's like, I just want to be misled. This seemed like that to me. I want to believe in the facade of all this. And at the end of the day, it's like he just picks women who have low self-esteem. This is a predator mentality. This is what they do. And that's why I feel sad, because it's like most of these women, they probably don't understand what these men are doing to them. And this guy, I'm waiting on all the shoes to drop, and I want these women to get it together. Like, they all need counseling.
Absolutely. Everybody involved, especially the wife, she needs it ASAP more than anyone. Yeah.
She
Just
really needs it.
just lock Derrick's ass up someplace, because he's a scammer and he just needs to be locked up for a little while for something. I don't know. Let's find a charge. I don't know. Put the wife in therapy, put Derrick in jail, and we need to investigate stealing time on the clock for that so-called doctor.
And his books are sold out on his website. I'm looking at his
See
website
what
right
I'm talking
now.
about? I told
They're
you.
sold out. They're sold out. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're a fool, you're a fool. I mean, that's what I keep saying. If you decide to invest in him, we can't get mad at nobody. You know, and if you want to be conned, God bless you, because this man's been exposed a few times. So it's like, we don't know what more to tell you. We got to tell you there's a body in the basement next. I'm confused.
Right? Shane
and
Lucas,
he only
thank you
selling
so
them
much.
for $20.
That's why. Shane Lucas, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. Oh, goodness gracious. We're going to wrap things up. Catherine Kirk Danzler, thank you so much for the super chat. People, please get out of your feelings. This is a conversation, not a conviction of anyone or anything. Thank you. Thank you. People not in their feelings. They just doing what they normally do. Get up and troll, brush their teeth, maybe not, and troll.
She said maybe not.
Maybe not. And that can affect your brain. It gets into your bloodstream and it messes you up psychologically.
That is very true. I just am always mesmerized by people who come to a gossip site and get offended by the gossip. Why are you here? Like, why? It's not like you're here with like the signs that the people have on Bourbon Street telling people to get saved. You're here gossiping with us. Catch that tea. And if you don't sit around your kitchen table and talk about what your cousin did, what grandma was doing, what such and such, all of it, if you want to be technical about it, is gossip.
Right. Absolutely. And listen, we're not the ones going out and creating the gossip. It's, these other people, and we're just here to comment on it, give our reactions to it, just like anyone else,
And we're just concerned. This is why we're discussing it.
Very concerned.
These are PSAs.
Absolutely. Yes.
We are trying to warn the people.
We
That's
are.
what we're trying to do.
Absolutely. If you're in a relationship like this, get out. Get out. Love yourself. You may be sad now and you don't understand why this is happening to you, but God will take the evil out of your life to make room for what's good, for the light. Take the dark out to make room for the light. And trust me, he ain't blessing you. Everything's falling apart. Wait till that man is gone. You see how you become blessed. You'll see the blessings will flow in. Capria, thank you so much for the super chat. All of the women sexually attached to Derrick, they are, right? Soul ties. Seems like they have the same personality, book sense, and no other sense. Well, he does have a type,
Big booty.
Yeah. God's servant Cook, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, just nasty. Yeah, it's just nasty. Anointed Hands, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. Perfectly Imperfect, thank you for airing out dirty laundry. Dirty Dick DJ. Yes, my love. You are so welcome. Thank you. And we're going to wrap things up tonight. Schoolboy, where can they find you?
Y'all can find me on Twitter. YouTube on my page at school_boy. You can find me on YouTube. I say YouTube. Ooh, brain. I'm having a brain lapse. Is it Friday yet? You can find me on Twitter at school_boy, and then you can find me on Instagram at school_boy_2021.
Plaz, where can they find you?
Hey, you can find me over on Instagram at scared_of_beautiful, and here on my YouTube channel, Scared of Beautiful, just spaces, no period.
Bishop, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twittergram at Bishop Red Pill, because I keep twisting them together. So we're going to call it Twittergram. And you can also find me here at the Bishop with 2 E's. And tonight we'll be talking about religion versus spirituality tonight.
Okay. All right. Now, Thick Girl 40, thank you so much for the super chat. This is a hot topic channel. If you come here, you know what you're going to get. So even listen and chat with sense, or just don't come. It's tiring as F, for real. No, I want them all to come. It's tiring, but I don't stop coming. Just, and don't stop clicking. So Debonair, where can they find you?
Y'all can find me on all social media, So Debonair. Check out my YouTube channel, The Affairs of the Heart podcast.
Okay. How you doing tonight? You doing good?
I'm doing good. I had a good night.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, looks like you did.
Oh, Lord.
You can come in.
God.
Oh, God. Oh, God. we gonna talk.
I know that smile. Marcella, where can they find you?
On Facebook, you can come and join me at All Real Housewives Discussion. And I'm building up my Marcella Speaks page at Speak with Your Girl Marcella, and it's going to be all about relationships. I'm not going to do a Derrick, but I'm going to be telling y'all girls how to stay away and get your own man.
Mm-hmm. Will you also be dropping financial tips, because you have great?
Yes, I will be. I'm dropping financial tips on how you can save your money, spend your money, and start getting what you need and not what you want right now.
Okay, all right, I can be down with that.
Please hit the like button. Hit the like button for me, y'all. Hit the like button.
Thank you, Marcella. Ursula Eppinger, thank you so much for the super chat. And all new channel members, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, he prey on vulnerable women. Hold on, my screen is a little distorted. Yeah, okay. He prey on vulnerable women. So I'm wondering if TD Jakes is going to still work with him because he is destroying lives off of fame. Hell no. I think TD Jakes wants no parts of this. There's a morality clause in whatever TD Jakes make you sign, and he's already broken it. Mm-hmm. So, it's TD.
That $100 million is gone.
100 million was that? I don't believe it was 100 million.
I think it was 100,000. I don't think. It was
not 100 million.
I think it was 100,000. She said, and some seminars, like a tour.
Is TD Jakes even worth 100 million? I don't even think it was.
No, he's not. He ain't. No.
Yeah. But I like Jakes, and I know he's probably so disappointed. Like, damn, first Kirk Franklin, my name get pulled in, and now this mess. Sometimes you're a good person and you're minding your own business, and Bishop Jakes is a good man and he does mind his business, and now he's pulled into this mess. I mean, it's
stop it, Bishop. Right. Stop it.
What I do? I'm fixing my collar.
It's shady.
Mm-hmm. Who I thought you calling shady?
No, you're gonna go on and leave Bishop Jakes alone now. Leave him alone.
I didn't say that. That was cool.
Leave him alone. Let me go ahead and Mike mute Bishop's mic. You're gonna go ahead and leave that brother alone. Okay, so beautifully animated. Thank you so much for the super chat, sis. She said, trolls, exercising your brain is fundamental. Think before you speak, or your words have no value. Yeah. Usali means black honey. I didn't pronounce that right. Just correct me. Usali means black honey. Thank you so much for the super chat. She thinks she is on Grey's Anatomy, the doctor. Oh, Lord. On that note, I will say, you guys subscribe to the channel. And if you're already subscribed to the channel, go on and bang that notification bell. I don't want you missing out on any of the piping hot tea that we serve on this channel nightly. To that brother, Tuskegee forever. I hope you get well soon. And please call back in more often because you are just a treat, a delight. And Marcella loves you. You're on mute. Take yourself off of mute.
I mean, he's a nice looking guy. I like dark men, but he's too skinny. I like big men.
Well, he did say his family is in the other room too, so he's probably married, Marcel.
Well, I wouldn't mess with no married man, honey.
Calm your hormones, child. All right, teacups. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We love you all. We appreciate you. Mods, thank you for holding down the chat as usual. Everyone that sent in a super chat or a cash app, thank you. Thank you so much for helping us keep the lights on. It's very much appreciated. I want y'all to stay safe out there and be blessed. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. Same time, same place. Love you all. Bye, everyone. Bye.